Well, as we've been reporting, Arizona's controversial new immigration law, the toughest in the country, does continue to make news here at home and around the world. Some consider it government-sanctioned profiling. Others applaud the measure. It is a polarizing issue, and it has many people speaking out. Among them, Shakira. She's the Grammy Award-winning singer. She's in Phoenix, fighting against what she calls an injustice law. And Shakira joins me now for the Big 360 interview. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So I've been reading about your visit a little bit. You met with the police chief and the mayor. You know, one of the questions I have not been able to get a good answer to, Shakira, is exactly how this law is going to be implemented. Are you able to answer that question? What did you find out?
Yeah, well, the mayor is very, very worried, as well as the chief of police here, Chief Harris. They're both very worried on the impact that the implementation of this law will have on Latino families, the level of abuse that will be inflicted on Latinos with or without papers. You know, if this law was already in effect today, for example, I could be detained and arrested and taken away because I don't even have my driver's license here. I mean, I'm completely undocumented here today. So you
didn't bring your papers to Arizona?
I didn't. No. Seriously.
So you, I mean, literally, this is an important point because that's exactly what people are worried about.
I just met with some families and women who have been subjected to domestic violence, and they are so concerned, and it's so saddening because they feel that that the government is gonna turn their backs on them. They're gonna live in fear to call the police or to report a crime that has been inflicted to them. I really couldn't hold the tears when I was hearing these women speak of how concerned they are about their own safety. Women who are themselves trying to protect their kids and their own families from abusers, and now they're going to have to protect themselves from the government.
As part of your discussion today, Shakira, is there other options, other solutions that you think should work? I mean, one thing people do seem to agree on is that maybe immigration laws are going to change in this country. They're talking about it today quite a bit, as you know, and certainly in Arizona for some time now. What do you think needs to be done?
Yeah, there is a true concern about addressing the immigration law, and the Congress must act urgently on this issue to prevent that more states come up with this kind of law that is completely misrepresentative of the principles of liberty, the freedom, of equality that America stands for. I think that so many people are gonna see themselves affected by this law in some ways that we cannot even imagine. People who won't be able to use hospitals, state hospitals, or child care programs, or food programs, or domestic violence shelters. People who will live in fear in America. To me, that's not something I can conceive. I am not an expert on Constitution, but I know that the Constitution exists to protect the rights of every human being living in a country, with or without papers.
Well, Shakira, a lot of people obviously paying attention to this issue tonight, over the next several days, I'm sure, and many of them because of you. So thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
All right, and next on 360.